So, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, we're going to be putting the link again in the chat. So, join the link. We're going to be doing some block coding where you're going to be working with the Hercules robot, which is from Amazon. And we're going to be getting started in a bit. So, you can start signing in. Please use your Google account. And if you are under the age of 13, please put in your parent or guardian's email. And then once you're ready, put ready in the chat and we'll continue. So while we wait that one extra minute, really quick, a quick overview of what you're going to be expecting is there are 3 levels plus a bonus game, which is considered a 4th level. And almost each of the levels have 8 missions that you have to complete. While the goal is to complete all 4 levels, they do take some time. So we're going to see how far we get and we will be guiding you guys throughout the workshop. All right, so it is 2:47. I hope you guys were able to get signed in, but we will be starting to code. So if you are signed in, start opening up your first mission so we can get started.
Let me know when you want to begin, Alanis.
Yeah, can you open up mission 1, please? All right, so for level 1, as you can see, the robot is a blue object there, and then you have to move it forward into where it says the Amazon and there's like a yellow spot. So using block coding, you will be having to figure it out. So the first mission is kind of like an introduction so you can start getting the feel of how to do it. So the first thing you're going to do is run it, yeah. And as you can see, as if you looked at the code that we introduced, the code overview, the program start one helps the entire code run. So when you click the play button, everything below it runs. And then the drive one step, it just moves it one block. So when he clicked run, the robot went forward. So were you guys able to do the first mission? Yes, great. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat while we're going, and Samantha will be answering all of them. Yeah, so if you're in Zoom and you're using the same device for the Coder Z, it sometimes does take a while. So we'll give you guys another minute to see if you guys can load, are able to do the first mission, and we'll continue on mission 2. Oh. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to the second mission, and we're going to be coding along. So as these missions go, as you can imagine, it will be starting to get harder and harder and adding more steps. So here you're going to be needing to use more than one of the driving one step. So we'll continue. So the block of code already gives you the drive one step, but the robot is 2 spaces away because each square is considered a space. So what do you guys think we would need to do to get them to where the yellow box is? What do you guys? Yeah, exactly. So to move forward, so we have one, then we have to add one more. So you would go to the top where it says movement and add the drive one step. Then go to data and add a forward arrow because you're just moving straight. So thank you for participating. So when you click run, you can see the robot going forward and landing on the square. Do, do you guys have any questions or can we move on to mission number 3? All right, so we'll continue then to mission 3. And like I said, you'll be adding more and more steps throughout the code. Okay, so what this
All right, so here we are on mission
okay,
3.
so
Okay, I just. All right, so in mission 3, the website tells us that this specific robot could slide under each, I guess, structure. So you see these little yellow tall looking structures. Our bot could actually slide under them as there is a gap under. So if you could put next. All right. Sorry. My thing is a little bit delayed, so hopefully you can move smoother. All right. So now, now we need to help the robot be able to make it to our destination, which is where the arrow is at, and we need to move 4 steps to do it. So, how many movement blocks do we need to place? What do you guys think? All right, and with the 4 movement blocks, what type of where will we be hitting? We would decide that using our data blocks. As with each data block, they will have a specific way we should go. So will we be hitting straight, right, left, or back? Uh, all right. So just we will be putting the straight data block. So basically, we would just put that to the right side of each drive one step block, and that'll basically just attach itself to the block. So after, we would just need to press one simulation and see if the robot will get to its destination. And it did. So now, did everyone complete the mission? All right. Just gonna check if one more clarification that someone else did it. All right. I think we can move to the next mission. Okay. So now in mission 3, we are dealing with the repeat loop block, which basically just repeats a step for the robot to take. So if you could press next, Caesar, please. So we would have to change this repeat block to 4, as the robot will need to take 4 steps to reach its destination again. And as the site says, we would drive one step block to this, because once we put it inside the repeat loop block, it would basically have us not be able to have to put 4 one step blocks. Instead, we could do this, and that would allow us to still get to our destination without having to put that many coding blocks. All right, so we could run the simulation. And as you can see, even though we didn't put 4 drive one steps, the robot still got to his destination because the repeat loop block was able to repeat the action of the drive one step 4 times that programmed the robot to still move that distance. All right, so we're good on this level. I'm gonna take that as a yes. So we're gonna move on to the next activity. All right. So before we get on to the next part, we're gonna play a video that describes the next level. Hopefully, if we could. Do you guys hear the volume, or is it pretty mute? Caesar, I think if you turn on your mic, it might.
You guys can hear the audio?
No, we
Or
can't hear.
well, I mean,
To
it's
share your
just
screen, you have to show, you have to click the button that says play audio from this device.
So that was a quick little video for you guys to see. You're going to see a few videos as you go throughout the mission. So please watch them. They're not that long. They will help you with the coding. All right. So now we're going to start changing directions. So let's press OK. Okay, as you can see, our robot is not directly in front of the structure, so you would have to switch direction so it can move. thing with this robot, in case you've done other forms of block coding such as code.org and so on, you would have to, there's a separate block for turning left or turning right. And then this one does it all at once. So if you put the left one, it will move forward and turn left. So I think that's pretty cool. So for this one, how would you guys go about doing it? Would you guys turn first or go forward first? There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody does it their own way, but I'm curious to see what you guys would want to do first. Forward first. Okay, and do you want to go fully forward first and then do the turn, or one step only? Fully forward. Awesome. So if you guys remember what you did in the previous missions, there is a loop block. So we will be putting that first. And so how many times would you want to go forward? 3? Okay. So then you would change the variable or the number in the loop block to 3. So it can repeat 3 times. And what would be the code that goes in the middle? Drive forward, right? So we would put that in. Right, so let's run it to see just where our robot ends up. We aren't done yet, but let's see. Okay, so that's where the robot ends up. Do you want to add another step forward or make it turn there? Turn now. Okay, so which direction would you turn? Left or right? Left. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for participating. So we would add a drive forward block and add arrow that goes left. So let's run it to see where our robot ends up now. Remember to reset it before you run it each time, or else it will continue going. All right, and what's next? Just to get it at that yellow block. What would be the final step? Yeah, exactly, turn right. So we would add one more drive forward block and a turn right arrow. Why did it go sideways? So thing with this code is the robot will turn. So wherever you want it to go, that's where the arrow will point. So while you would say you turn right, you can just put the up arrow and the robot will move by itself. So let's try the up arrow this time. Yay! So you guys were, thank you for helping us through this mission. I hope you guys were able to do this. Yes.
So, quick question. So the arrow says the direction you're going, not where you're turning, correct?
Yes. So it turns with the direction instead of just like, if that makes sense. Okay, so we can continue to our missions number 6. All right, so this one might look a little more difficult, but you guys can figure it out. So what would you guys want to do first? Do you guys want to go forward? Do you guys want to go left? Do you guys want to go right? Do you guys want to go backwards? What do you guys plan to do first? There is no right or wrong answer. Everybody has a different way of thinking through coming up with different solutions. So it's fun to hear different kinds of solutions. Turn left. All right. And how many times would you want to turn left or just do it one time? Once? Okay. So we would do a drive and turn left or move left. So we click run to see where our robot ends up and the left. So from there, what would you guys want to do? Move forward again? How many times would you want to move forward? Twice. Okay, so we can add a drive forward twice. Drive towards the left with the, yes. All right, so that works. But if you take a look at the code, we do repeat the same block 3 times. So do you guys know a more simplified way that we can write this block of code? A special block that you can use to repeat in?
A loop.
Yeah, exactly, the loop. So yes, we can loop it 3 times using only 1 block of code or 2 blocks of code. We'll do that. And if we reset it and play it, you will see that it will do the exact same thing. All right, so what do you guys want to do next from here? Or what would you guys do? Turn left 3 times. Okay, so like we discussed before, if you turn left, it will continue going like this. So you would have to just move it upward, right? Yes. Okay. So would you guys use a loop for this scenario or would you guys just use it once? Yes, a loop. So we're going to add another loop. And how many times will this have to go? 1, 2 times, 3 times? Yeah, 3 exactly. So thank you. Move it upward. So now we're going to reset and click play. Yay, so congratulations, you made it to level 6 and now Ant is going to help you with the other 2 levels.
Sorry if I pause my is a little bit hopefully it will be nice to me this time.
I'm having trouble hearing.
All right. Is there problems with my audio?
Yeah, you're going in.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Alanis, could you take over? Because I don't want the.
It might work if you turn off your video. That might reduce some of the bandwidth. You can just try it. So try it now.
All right. Can you hear me? Test.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So hopefully this works better. All right. So in this level, you can see there's boundaries, basically enclosing our robot. So it's with this, do you guys could you guys think of any way for to get our robot to get to destination using the lines of code? What would we have to do? Will we use a loop or will we use a movement block? Yes, and how many moving blocks do you think we would have to put in the loop? One or two? Exactly. Where once we put the moving blocks, we would have to put two commands. So what two ways will we have to put? Well, what way will we put first for our first movement block? Up or down or left or right? Okay, forward, which is correct. And for our second movement, what will we have to put? Right, exactly. All right. So after we put our right data block, how many times will we have to place for the robot to get to the destination? Correct. We would have to put three times. So let's see if it works. All right, awesome. We were able to get it to destination. Now we could move on to mission 8. All right, now in this level, again, we have boundaries separating us. Now we are unable to hit the boundary, or else the challenge fails. So what we have to do is that we will have to create a line of code to be able to fit the course, make the boundaries, but still get to our destination. So do you guys think we would have to use the loop again? Yeah, all right. Yes, we will. So we're gonna apply the loop. Now in the last level, we did up, right. So what do you think we would have to do in this level? We would still have to put up, but what other movement will we have to do? Exactly, yes. So we would have put the two movement blocks, but this time we would put up and left. Now, once we do that, how many times do you think we would have to do this? Yes. All right, so let's put 3 and Caesar, if you could run it. All right, now we came to this little part. All right, so this part, now we have to turn left. So what will we have to do before we turn? Yep, we will have to move forward how many times? Exactly, all right. So we put our drive one step block and it'll only go once, which will leave us to turn left. So will we have to put a loop block for this too? I think we are. So we're going to. Oh wait, Caesar. I think you're supposed to put down on the data block. Yeah, I forgot how the code runs. And do you guys think instead of putting about two drive one step blocks going down, do you guys think it would be easier to put the loop block?
Yes.
Okay. So after the drive one step block forward, I think we should put the drive one step block going down inside loop block. All right, and we will have to do that about 2 times. Okay, so let's reset the code and let's see how it goes. All right, now at this point, what do you guys think we would have to do? What's our first step?
You would have to move right.
Yes, and will we put that in a loop block or just by itself?
Um, I'm not sure.
All right, let me help you a bit. We will have to put a loop block, and yes, we will be going right. Now, once we make our loop block and go right, what do you guys think we should do? We have to put another action in that loop?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, correct. And after the second movement that we have to do is to go down. Now, do you guys think this we should do this once or twice?
Twice. Twice. 2 times.
All right, yeah, let's try twice. All right, and let's see how this goes. All right, so we came at a little halt before we get to our destination. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that we just had to put one more drive one step block to the right. You guys think so?
Yes. And is that a special site that you are using that we can use too?
What do you mean?
I mean the site that you are using. It can you put it in chat and is it possible for us to use?
I think he wants to know, can he use it after this session? Is it something that he could sign up for to use?
Yeah, he
Oh,
can.
yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
You put the Can you put the link back in chat again?
Let me, for sure. Let me put the link to the link.
Is it free?
Yeah.
All right, there. And if you're under the age of, yeah, it's free. You would just have to sign in though.
Is okay.
All right. You could put in the chat if you come into any challenges with signing in. But I guess right now we should move on, I guess. All right. So with right here, I think we should put a try one step and then put it to All right, we did it. So we're all good on this one. So let's move on to mission 9.
We're about 10 minutes left.
All right. Oh, I think that was the last level. So we are gonna move on to a quick quiz to summarize the level. So let's start it. All right, so the question asks, which of the following programs will not get the robot to the target? So we have 4 options here. Which one do you guys think would not get us to the target? Would it be A, B, C, or D?
I think it would be the last one.
The last one? What about the others?
Because it will go the other way, and then it will go up, which would make it crash into that little pole.
Yeah. Do any of you guys think another option? Or do you guys are cool on this one? Okay, we have one for C. I'll take the majority. So far we have an answer for C or D.
D.
Do you guys think D is the best answer? All right, we have 2 for D. All right, let's choose D then. And we are correct. All right, now the second question asks is, which of the following programs will get the robot to the same place on the training center's floor? And in this question, we could check all that apply. So if all of them get us to the same place, then we could choose all of them. So we could choose any. So what do you guys think is the answers? Or what are the answers?
I don't understand the question.
Uh, Basically, out of all the 3, uh, Caesar, could you zoom in a bit if you can? So the question is asking, out of these 3 lines of code, which ones are going to get you to the same place?
Mm,
Like, for example, the first one, it will get you to a certain place, right? Is
mhm.
there another code that's going to get it to that same place too?
I think number C.
Think C. Do any other answers, A and C? Are we all leaning towards those answers? Give about 30 seconds. Okay, so let's go with A and C. So if you could tap on A and C. All right, let's press next. Okay, we did not get it right. All right, now the third question is asking is why is the program shown the easiest to change in case the target's distance changes? Where the first answer is A, because repeat loops are always the best code. B, because it is very short and we could change it quickly. Or C, because the only change would be in the number and the repeat block.
I agree with number C.
Number C. All right, 2 for C's. Does anybody think otherwise or thinks of another answer? All right. So let's go with C. All right, so this is going to be our last question. And it asks is, in the robot training missions, you always code the robot to move different distances, to get to the target. Good coders find ways to program that allow them to quickly change long code easily. In which of the following programs will it be the easiest to change the distance?
I think number A.
Number A, do we all think that? Remember, the last question just asked that A is quickly to change. All right, so we're all in for A. All right, and I believe that is mostly all time we're gonna have today, and I'm gonna let Alani's finish it off.
So congratulations, guys. You guys finished level 1. So this is going to be the end of our session. You guys can feel free to do this at home if you want as a fun activity. Thank you so much for coding with us. Do you guys have any questions, or are you guys good? Did you enjoy this? How did you feel about this workshop?
And please fill out our survey. I just put it into the chat.
What is in the survey?
Oh, the survey is just asking how you liked the presentation. It helps us for planning for next year.
Oh, okay. And does it take long to log into the Coder?
No, all you have to do is put in your email and your parent guardian's email and make sure they let you participate in it, and you can continue through all the missions. The missions will get harder, but there are videos to help you along, and there are hints that you can get to make it easy. So thank you all of you guys who participated and all of you guys who were joining in and working with us. And
we have one more session after this. If you want to go ahead and click on that link. This is a session with someone who actually builds robots for movies. So please fill out the survey. And if you're interested in joining a group, a session where you get to see somebody who actually builds robots for movies, please join us. And with that, I'd like to give a round of applause to the amazing team that put on this presentation for us. Everybody can do their rounds of applause. I appreciate it. All right, thank you so much.
Is it okay if we plug in our Instagram so they can follow us? Because sometimes we have free resources available.
Absolutely.
Such as Coding Camp.
Yeah, go ahead and put your Instagram down. Yes, absolutely. All right. Great job, guys. Appreciate all of the cool things. I learned some interesting things about Amazon today, and I'm pretty pleased. Now we can all go work for Amazon and program robots. So now that makes me happy.
You guys did great.
You did a great job. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Fight on.
Thank you.